As soon as I got to Flagstaff, Arizona, uh, my last night in Flagstaff, Anaya appeared to me in a dream and vision, requested me to be homeless and to prepare me to uh, use me and do great and mighty things, and by His Holy Spirit, Kadosh Ruach, to prove that He is the Almighty, living true Yah, or the Almighty, living true God, the great I Am. And so that was the whole purpose of me being homeless for 7 years straight in Phoenix, Arizona. And then after the voice of Yah reminded me of all that, then finally the voice of Yah said, Andrew, my little one, I hear your cries, I hear your prayers, I hear your supplication, I will honor your request. Before the year is up, you will not be homeless no more. You will not sleep in the streets no more. Matter of fact, within 30 days, less than 30 days, you will not be homeless no more. I will return all your talents, all your gifts back unto you, so you could get off the streets and work. Use your talents and your gifts to work, to not to be homeless anymore, not to sleep out in the streets anymore, something like that. Then the voice of Yah continued to say, I still don't want you to work for no man. You only work for me. So do not seek no job or no career to be employed for any other man, for you work for me, for I have chosen you to be my prophet. So from this point on, just like I command you before not to work for anymore, not to work for anyone, I still command you from this day forward, you work for me. And so stuff like that. And so, and then once again, the voice of Yah said, because I heard your supplication, your cries, and your prayers, less than 30 days, you will not be homeless no more. Less than 30 days, you will not sleep out in the streets. You will have a place to stay. Just use your talents and your gifts to work, to make money, to have a place to stay. And that was during the month of October, that last Sabbath of October, because the month that God was saying less than 30 days was in the month of November, because at that last week of November, I wasn't homeless. Because what I did let me finish telling the story. So after the voice of Yah spoken unto me about not being homeless no more, then the voice of Yah said, I have returned all your talents and your gifts to make money. So, and then I am still very well pleased unto you, because you still continue to do all things pleasing in my eyes, in my sight, something like that. So then after Anaya said all that he was very well pleased with me, and that I am his prophet and he is my God, Anaya, the Almighty, living true Yah, the great I Am. That's when he vanished. That bright burning light just vanished. And then I woke up from that deep trance, sitting on that bench, deep in my thoughts. Then I gave Yah praise and glory and honor for honoring my request or answering my prayer, not to be homeless no more, not to be out in the streets no more. Before 30 days it was up. And so during that, then I went back to sleep that night. And then when I woke up, I met one of my friends. He was a Hebrew Israelite, and I I told him what happened. In a way, I'm not sure if he believed me or not. And then I told him, I need you, if you can, give me some money so I could buy some art supplies and to start drawing. And I'm gonna use that art supply to make money to get off the street. So I used at that time within that 30 days, I used my art skills because I am an artist. I used my martial arts skills because I'm a martial art. I used my art skills to draw a portrait for people. I met a beautiful young lady. I'm not gonna mention her name. She know who she is. Most of my portrait was of her. She would allow me to practice with her to build back on my art skills. So I used my art skills to start sketching portraits of people who wanted portrait. At that time, I was charging about $35, $45 for a regular size paper, no bigger than notebook paper. Then I used my martial arts ability to teach people self-defense in the food court, ASU, under that little umbrella, not the little umbrella, but there was a area under that big area umbrella were. So I was teaching some people there. Now I'm teaching some people in other different parts of Tempe, Arizona, and the park and stuff like that, or in their apartment. So I was at that time I was charging, if I remember correctly, I think I charged $50 at that time, and for a month. And so those two things brought me money. And then I had a third talent. I can't remember the third talent. I remember my third, I was selling my books, my novels. I had enough money to order my novels from Amazon and then start selling my novels more to people who was interested in my book, especially my very first book, as a child prodigy, working as a little child at the age of 5, 6 years old, as a gifted genius for different agencies in the government. That book, A Child Stealing, is sold the most. Then I met a beautiful young lady. She was some kind of leader of I forgot what you call it, but you set up a farmer market. She was a leader of a farmer market. When I met her, she allowed me to bring my books and start selling my books at the farmer market. At that time, she didn't charge me anything because she knew I was homeless. So, but I gave her 3 of my books for free for helping me out. She set up a table to sell all 3 of my novels, and then I sold a few of my novels at that farmer market. So every week I would sell my novel at that farmer market. I think it was on a Sunday, and it was still in Tempe town, in Tempe, Arizona. And so for that, in the month of November, that whole month, I used my art skills, my martial arts ability, and selling my novels to get off the street. And then within that last week of November, I got my first hotel room. I had enough money to purchase a hotel room for a whole week. So that was the last time I was homeless. And that was about 7, 8 years ago, 1919 or 1918. Yeah, either 1918 or 1919 or 1917, something like that, living in Tempe, Arizona, being homeless. And then even till this day, I haven't been homeless since. Over 7 years now, going on 8 years. So, so that's the best way I can explain it. So that was it. That's how y'all, under y'all, my God, got me off sleeping out on the streets, stopped being homeless for over 7-8 years now. So that's my testimony, how Yah spoke unto me that night to never be homeless again. And there was other things that God did say unto me that night, but I plan on even making a movie out of it, or write a book about it to put all the details in. But right now I'm just going to leave it at that, and that's my testimony, how the Lord got me out of the street for being homeless. And when He appeared unto me, He spoke to me in that bright burning light that I would not be homeless or sleeping out on the streets again. And so that's my testimony. So I appreciate y'all, somebody watching to listen. And y'all who keep the 7-day Sabbath, Shalom Shabbat, happy Sabbath, Shalom.